Good morning, everyone. It's a bright new day, and we are here to rise and shine. We should be happy that God has allowed us to wake up. So, those of you that have woken up, then you are good to go. And I just want you to give me some emojis, some love. And anyway, a lot of people are feeling cold these days. If you miss this session, you can just click on the recording and you'll be able to see the rewatch. So today's session is very, very close to my heart. Um, and it's just, if you've joined us for the very first time, this is what we are calling SBM Free Mentorship Academy. This Free Mentorship Academy has been going on for the last 5 years and still counting. It's not new, only that the sessions are always what is happening on the ground, and everything is related to mindset change. And we say mindset change is possible because it is. And today's topic relates relates very well with what is happening in our country. As you know, Zambia goes to the polls on the 13th of August 2026. And it's a day that people are preparing, people are having an open mind, people are thinking creatively to see how we can be able to all be a solution to our communities. And today's topic is simply turning community ideas and needs into sustainable opportunities. And this a very big, lesson for me, and it's as much as it is to, to everyone. Those ones that are joining me today, I am the facilitator of this program. My name is Dr. Sylvia Mwansa, or simply Dr. Sunshine. Those ones that have been knowing me for a long time, anyone who just says Sunshine, I turn my head. And why my name Sunshine? Is because sunshine does not choose who it is going to shine on. It does not choose. Just like when the sun rises, it will shine on anyone who wants to achieve something that day. And the people that, whether you're sick or not, the sun still rises and it shines. So this is what I'm talking about. That when you have created your name in this environment, your name must make you be. Your name must make you feel that there's something that you're missing, and it must make you uncomfortable to live the opposite. And so this is why, for me, sunshine fits me very well, and I'm ready to go. As you may know, I decided 10 days before nomination to stand as aspiring independent member of parliament for Chilanga South constituency. And I am a mindset change transformation expert. I'm a productivity activist, and I'm a change agent. I love to give myself, to be part of the solution, not to be part of the problem. So this morning, I just say good morning, everyone, and I thank you for joining another session of the SBM Free Mentorship Academy. Today's discussion is not about attacking political parties. Political parties are an essential part of every democracy. Every democracy should be a part of what we are doing every single day. And the things that we do every single day determines how we manage everything that we do. So today's discussion is about exploring another important pillar of democracy, and this is independent leadership. Independent leadership. And I say independent leadership is part of democracy. So many of you read the recent discussion regarding independent candidates. I want to begin by making my position very, very clear. I completely agree that no one should falsely, claim the endorsement of any political leader or political party. Integrity begins with honesty. However, there is an important distinction between someone pretending to belong somewhere and someone who has deliberately chosen to stand independently. And this is what I want you to believe, because they believe they can save the people objectively. That's why they stood up. And whoever stands up in any community, in any service organization, in any position at church, they say they want to lead. They know that they are capable. And they know that even if they are not chosen, they know that they're already a winner. Because whoever stands up to be a leader knows that they've got something to give. This is why even as I lead in other organizations, I always tell people, when you stand up that you want to lead, you're already a winner. It's only that only one person will emerge a leader. And so whatever it is that you are doing and you volunteered yourself to do something, just consider yourself as a leader and as a winner. So today, I want us to move away from emotions and politics and examine this issue through the lenses of leadership, governance, productivity, and community development. What problem are we trying to solve? What problem are we trying to solve? Every community has needs. And I've seen it as I've been going around, the different awards. I've seen every community has needs. And there are many, many needs. I'll just share the ones that I have observed. Every community needs water. Every community needs good roads. Every community needs employment. Every community, like where I live here in Chilanga South, in New Farms, every community needs security. Every community needs schools nearby so people don't walk long distances. Every community needs health facilities so that they don't go very far from their health facilities. Every community needs markets. Every community needs markets. Every community needs youth opportunities. And this has come out, a lot of times. Every community has drug and substance abuse. Every community needs to be in that kind of an environment where there is no drug and substance abuse. And I can assure you that this, when I've been going around, I've been saying, give me the junkies, because I'm a life coach. I have understood why, we've got the junkies. It's basically drug and substance abuse. And also sometimes there's no love around the individual. So they are not political problems. They are community problems. All these needs are not political problems. They are community problems. However, the question is, who is best positioned to solve them? Sometimes we assume that development comes because someone belongs to a political party. Development does not come because of these political parties or because of colors or because of whatever it is. Development comes because someone understands problems. And here, when we are even facilitating the mindset change the mindset change program, we actually don't call them problems. We call them challenges, because challenges give you opportunities to do something for that situation. And for me, I have seen these challenges, and that's why I have offered myself to be part of the solution, because they're just challenges. Development comes because someone mobilizes people and builds partnerships. That's how these things are supposed to be. And Parliament was never designed to be an echo chamber. The Constitution established Parliament for three major reasons. Representation is number one. To represent the people, not political parties. The other one is legislation, to make good laws, oversight, to ensure public resources benefit citizens. Notice something here. none of these responsibilities says represent only your political party. An MP must represent citizens. Political parties are important. Independent MPs, members of parliament, are equally important because they remind parliament that the people's voice must always come first. The people's voice must always come first. And this is why I'm saying why independent thinking matters. Independent thinking allows leaders to ask different questions from the questions that have been asked all the time. So this independence thinking allows leaders to ask different kind of questions. And I'm going to give you examples. So instead of asking, what program can government bring? An independent will ask, what resources already exist in this community? And instead of saying, we need money, we need money. Every day that you open, everybody's in front of you, they're asking, we need money, we need money, we need money. We need money. I'd like the office to close the window and the microphone. I'm getting feedback. So everyone says, we need money, we need money, we need money. They ask, what opportunities are already there? What opportunities are already here? This mindset changes everything. For example, imagine a community with unemployed youth, empty land, retired, useful professionals, churches, schools, businesses. Many people only see problems. Many people only see problems. Many people see problems. A transactional leader sees opportunities waiting to be connected. That is the difference between dependency and productivity. Turning needs into opportunities. I want you to have a good hear on this. Turning needs into opportunities. Every challenge hides an opportunity. And I want you to know this. Every challenge hides an opportunity. Because now people are only concerned with the challenge. People are concerned with this challenge. People are concerned only with this challenge that is ahead of them. So what is the need? The need is youth, unemployment, opportunities, skills development, entrepreneurship, productivity clinics, mentorship. When we talk about mentorship, we are talking about things that we already have, and you just direction. When you need direction, you are simply aligning yourself that these things are there, and they will be able to make sure that these things that we want to do are doable. The things that we want to do are doable. When they are doable, then we know that this mentorship is going to work. The needs are many. Poor roads, like I said before. But the opportunities are many. Better market access, that is an opportunity that we can carry on. Investment, attraction, tourism are there. And these are the opportunities that are very vast. They are very, very vast. And when they are vast, we are able to actually capture them. But we can only capture them if we are thinking like that. What is the other need? Drug and substance abuse. This, yesterday, or is it the day before yesterday, when we were in the communities, when I asked, can I have the junkies with me? A lady came, I said, Mommy, me, I'm a junkie. Every morning when I wake up, I want a drink. I start drinking. I said, okay, we are going to talk. You are my number one. And because it's a female, I was like very touched, and I said, okay, you are my person. So she's my number one. And I've asked every single person who is registering on our platform to say they want Sylvia Mutale to be a member of parliament. I've got a column where I'm saying, what is it that you'd like? What is the challenge that you have that you'd like to be resolved? Because once we create this database, we are going to use the same database to help the people that voted, to help the people that believes in me, to help the people in Chilanga South that want development. They want something to change. They want the opportunities to shine on them. So I am making sure that this is what we are going to be doing out there. But, you know, like they were saying, oh, we've got our educated children, you know, they just sit at home and all these things. We've got these opportunities, but we don't see them. People come, they build filling stations on our premises, but they go and copy other people from other areas that they come and work with you know, at these establishments. I said, yeah, they don't know you. Where is the database? Who knows that you exist? So this is what I'm telling them. If you are not counted, only the central statistics know that you exist, but anybody else doesn't. People who are supposed to give you employment, they don't know you exist. And this is why you have to make sure that whatever it is that you need to do, you do it with your heart, and you do it with, you know, the things that you need to, you know, to manage. Why do you need to manage yourself? You need to be in the database. And some people, they actually fear to be enrolled. And this is the fear that takes away all the challenges that we, you know, that we have. If you are fearful of recording what you need, who is going to capture you? It means you're nowhere. It means you continue suffering. It means you will not have an opportunity to be employed. You will not have an opportunity to employ yourself. You will not have an opportunity for you to be skilled. And yesterday, when we were actually joining, you know, our music system, we forgot the charger, so, or the extension cable. So someone there, just there and then, someone connected cables, just cables. They connected cables, and there was electricity that was going to charge the equipment. So I said, there you are. There's someone here with a skill. Did you go to school for being an electrician? No. So those are the skills that, for me personally, as who runs the TVET institution, those are the skills which we call recognition of prior learning, and they can be certified by just connecting them to a TVET institution that deals with electronics, so that they can now, you know, do things safely, and they can be certified, and they can start to employ themselves. Because every day we need an electrician, every day we need a plumber, every day we need someone to plait our hair, every day we need someone to do makeup on us, every day. So these are the skills that I am basically looking at to develop. So I need you to indicate on the list so that you can be identified. And this is the independence that I'm talking about, where I can go into my community. I'm not asking for permission to say, what should I go and say to my community? I already know what my community needs. And this is the difference between someone who is towing the party line and someone who is independent, who can help immediately. There's no bureaucracy when you're independent. Even when we say you are independent, it's like empowerment. When you are truly empowered, you do not need permission from anyone. Like for me, I'm very empowered. So even when I made the decision that I wanted to stand for member of parliament, I made my decision well knowing my capacity. And when I came home, I spoke with my husband, and I said, do you know, I have made a decision to stand as an independent member of parliament. Please support me, take me. Tomorrow is nomination, but there are certain things that need to be done. I need to certify all my certifications. And because I was not aware that only I don't need all these doctorate. I don't need my master's, my MBA. I don't need my teaching certification. I don't need all those things. I didn't know about that, but I knew about the requirement that minimum qualification is grade 12. But I didn't also know that the minimum meant that they disregard all these things that people have, and also that's a mistake. Because if you do not recognize, you even take someone to court for not having a grade 12 certificate at filing in. I think we have a problem as a nation, because we do not differentiate. We do not differentiate about you obtaining a grade 12 and you having extra above grade 12. We think that only that grade 12 is going to take us somewhere. And that is a mistake. It's a very, very big mistake. Even the people with grade 12 certification should be able to actually understand more than just having that grade 12 certification. And for me, that didn't sit well. So even when you go, and I'm privileged that have gone into parliament to defend bills that are there through the institutions that I belong to, that make me do business. So you go to parliament defending a bill. The people that you are actually speaking to, some of them don't even understand what you're talking about. They don't argue. It's just yes or no. Yes, when someone told them that vote yes. Yes, when someone said, oh, no, don't do this, then they don't do it. So independence will enable us to actually debate on the things that communities need. And for me, that is my number one priority, and why I made that decision. Because every opportunity makes us understand what it is that we want, makes us understand anything that needs our communities to go forward. So what I'm talking about is like for the need for drug and substance abuse, the need for the opportunities, the need for rehabilitation, and the needs are many. Sports, like just around our place. There was a sports place when our children were young. They were playing there and they were doing the communities. I didn't even realize it was actually at PSBM, because I used to provide for them jerseys so that they can play, because my children loved to play football. And there are opportunities in sport, there are opportunities in skills, family engagement, even when we are looking at the wheel of life in the mindset change program, the wheel of life. The number one thing is family and home. How do you engage your family and home? How do you engage them? And we rate you. And if your spoke there is flat, or the wheel there is punctured, we try to fix it by having a family engagement where we say, okay, what do I need to do to fix this? Employment, all those are needs. Security are needs. And in my area, and the other thing that I have witnessed myself is, like in new farms where I live, the people that we're dealing with are actually farm workers. We're dealing with, those are the people that vote. But the people that don't even vote are the owners of the ones who want security. They don't vote. How can we not communicate and connect and say, what can we do, for security to be there? Because people, there's all this poverty, there's all this hunger, people are so hungry and they want things. So they come to steal to these people who look like they're well-to-do. So people are scared every day. We on the community, blog. It's all like, what can we do to make sure that the security is adhered to, or the security is improved? But when you speak about how this security can be done, then nobody's answering. We've got a problem in our communities that we do not engage. We must learn to engage. Neighborhood partnerships. That is an opportunity for the security to be enhanced. Neighborhood partnerships. And I'm urging people in my neighborhood, in Chilanga South, to have these neighborhood partnerships. Collaboration is the only way that we can even make Chilanga South a model constituency that knows the community, that knows the challenges and how they can turn those challenges into opportunities to do things better. There is need for technology advancement. There is need for street lighting. That is the only way, so that is a street lighting is a community need, so that we can be able to see who are our intruders in our community. Community policing, we need it, but it comes with a resource. Do we have vehicles to make this community policing? How can we come together and make something happen for ourselves? There is need for poor mindset. There is so much poor mindset where before you speak to someone, they must have received something from you. It's like, that is where actually corruption is. It is not the people who are wealthy that are corrupting. It's the people who are corrupting, the people who need to help them. Before you speak to them, you must give them something. What is that? This is why development is a challenge. And this is why people, when they go to that place, they have already finished you. You have got nothing because you have every friend of yours, you've asked them for something and it's just going into a thing. And I've also said, oh my goodness, because the money that is going, to make sure that people are aware of you, people eat when they go and, speak with you, people will speak with the people, people are genuinely wanting to do things, but they have got no capacity. They have got no capacity whatsoever. So you have to provide the capacity for these people to be able to manage the things that they're supposed to be doing. You must be able to have that capacity. When you have the capacity, like even for you to join this call, you must have capacity to have bundles in your phone so that you can enter them. So these are some of the things that we really need so that we are able to manage whatever it is. So this poor mindset of chicken and egg, if you don't give me, I can't go. I'm hungry, I can't go. And it's genuine. I've seen it that it's genuine. But it's only that the resources are not there to keep your team moving, keep your person just going. You can imagine you've got 600 people that are going around. And every day the 600 need 50 kwacha for talk time, for this, for what. I was saying, wow. Because the money that is being spent, like you can, from people of Mapep, you can have all the boreholes that they need. Because the borehole is between 15 and 20,000. That's the cost of a borehole. But the money for a t-shirt, the money for a chitenge is 100 times more, in fact, maybe 1,000 times more expensive. But that's what people need because they do not know what is going to change their lives. And this is why an independent person is required for all these collaborations, to work. Personal responsibility is a need. Leadership development is a need. Financial literacy is a need. Productivity is a need. Communities become wealthy when leaders stop seeing problems and start creating solutions. And this is what it is. Why clear minds matter. Independent does not simply mean belonging to no political party. It means having the freedom to think, having the freedom to analyze, having the freedom to collaborate, having the freedom to support what is right, to question respectively where improvement is needed. Clear minds are not driven by hatred. They are driven by purpose. And when we say hatred, it's just the words that are coming from someone's mouth that is going to harm someone. That is hatred. They are preaching hatred. So let's stop the hatred. Clear minds are not driven by hatred. They are driven by purpose. The greatest danger in leadership is not disagreement. It is the inability to think independently. Leadership Zambia needs. Zambia needs leaders who can work with everyone. Government, private sector, churches, traditional leaders, civil society, the youth, women, all development partners. No single institution can solve every challenge alone. Development is collaboration, and an independent member of parliament can become a bridge, not an opponent. An independent member of parliament is the only opponent is the poverty that we are seeing, the hunger that we are seeing. That is the only opponent that we have. An independent member of parliament is not an enemy, a bridge. And I want someone to type, an independent member of parliament is a bridge. And I just want to give you my personal conviction. And today we'll go a little, just like 5 minutes ahead of the 30 minutes, just because I am driven by what I am hearing and I've got the solution. So my personal conviction is, many people ask me, why did you choose to stand as an independent? The answer for me is simple. Because I believe my first loyalty should always be to the people. If government brings good policies, I will support them. If improvements are needed, I will respectfully propose better solutions. If investors want to create jobs, I will work with them. If communities have ideas, I will help organize them. If young people have dreams, I will help connect with these opportunities. That is servant leadership, and I believe in it. And in my closing challenge, every one of us has a responsibility beyond elections. Whether we belong to a political party or not, our communities are still our responsibility. So before asking, what can government do? Let us also ask, what can we do together? The future of Zambia will only be built by government. It will be built by productive citizens with the right mindset. That is why I remain committed to promoting mindset change. I've promoted mindset change since 2009. Productivity, we have to promote it. Collaboration, wealth creation, and hope. And this is why I chose the candle. When I saw, they showed me, ECZ showed me, what symbol would you like? I didn't even hesitate. I correctly just went on the candle. I had no idea that the candle will come and become a problem. And that is the problem that we are seeing, that don't vote for independence. You need the independence. Every president who will win will need an independent member of parliament, because we are different. Like for me, I am different, very different. And I've brought different kind of politics where there is hope, where there is hope. And this is my final message. As you prepare to vote, I encourage you not to vote based only on suiting symbols. You make a mistake, because I am not in the suiting symbols. I am independent with a candle, with the light from the candle. And when we light each other's candles, it's not going to diminish my candle. It will just make the whole room brighter, because when somebody lights a light, opportunities, you can see them. So don't vote on suiting symbols, colors, slogans, or personalities. Don't vote on it. So the one that is calling me doesn't know me. Anyone who calls me between 8 and 8:30, 9 hours, it means they do not know me. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm promoting productivity online every Tuesday for the last 5 years. So as you vote, I encourage you not to vote based only on suiting symbols. Muvote suit, EI, also voter suit. Vote on the person that will represent you properly. If it's the president, vote for the president. If it's the member of parliament, an independent, vote for that independent member of parliament. If it's a councillor, vote for the people that you know. They are, in fact, councillors are so close to you. Vote for someone who is going to do work with everyone. You know, vote competence, vote for integrity, vote for ideas, vote for someone who understands that development begins with the people. It begins with the people. If you believe that vision aligns with yours, that vision aligns with yours, I humbly ask for your support, because I am that person. And the people of Chilanga South constituency, share this to everyone who is in our constituency. You have to vote. Don't even look for Dr. Sunshine Sylvia B Mwansa. Just look for Sylvia Mutale, the name on my rage, my father's name. Vote on that. Sylvia Mutale. Just Sylvia Mutale. 2 names are on the ballot. My rage only has 2 names. Sylvia Mutale. My father's name, a very proud man, Sylvia Mutale, aka Dr. Sunshine Sylvia B Mwansa. Independent candidate, mindset change, transformation expert, productivity activism, change agent, arbitrator, teacher. Vote for that one. Together we light each other's light. Yours will not die, but continue to light. When you light someone's candle, yours will not mind. Yours will not be able to diminish. And this is what I had for you today. And make sure you are running your wheel of life. You are running family and home. You are running mental and education. You are running financial and career. You are running physical and health. You are running well in spiritual and ethical. The ethical part is what we are missing, and that's what I will bring as a fellow of the Institute of Directors. That's what I will bring. And if there's anyone listening to me today, I need resources to make sure that you put me on that parliament that is going to speak for you, because I'll speak for you. Even if it's you send for me cooking oil, you send for me meat, you send for me money to give my food soldiers, talk time. If someone is out there and say, okay, we are going to give you so much talk time, I will appreciate. Even if you don't give me, we don't even need a t-shirt or a chitenge. We don't want to even waste money on that, because there's no money. But people out there, they want regalia. If you need to buy me a regalia, buy me a Zambian fabric. There are plenty in Kamwala. And I don't even have anyone in Kamwala, Zambia, who sells these things. They are all foreigners who are getting this. So if there is a Zambian, promote a Zambian to have a factory of a chitenge, so that that money is sitting here and we can be able to actualize it. You can't go to Kamwala if you don't have money. Where is the money coming from? We suffered COVID. After COVID, we closed some of the things. You saw my story of my shops. You closed them. And then came the load shedding. Load shedding killed even the smallest business that is there. So we're trying to rebuild. So if you want to rebuild your future, you have to go to the people that will speak for you. And I'm, promising that the things that are in my capacity, like teaching, skills development, that's the thing that we can do starting today. So thank you so much for joining us today, and hope that you have a nice day and you have such an amazing evening or morning, and just God bless Zambia, God bless especially the Chilanga South constituency, who I'm going to see the whole of this remaining 30 days. I'm with you, and I am there to make things happen for you. So thank you so much for joining me today, and just may God bless you. Thank you so much.